What is up, guys? How is everybody doing? It's good to be back here on Fishman. We're going to be talking about some TriplePlay today. I'm very excited. I've got some really cool sounds for you guys, and I'm looking forward to a good bit of interaction, a bit of back and forwards action to get us going here today. So thanks for tuning in this afternoon, and for Fishman for hosting this. I think we got quite a bit on today, so I think we just need to get straight down to the Fishman studio. Grab a couple of guitars with some TriplePlay equipped action. I've got my Delos on hand today as well, a very cool guitar that I was showing you the other day. It's got that HSS setup, which I love so much. Hi! Yeah, YouTube's already very friendly. We're getting a nice warm welcome over there. Alright, so I haven't picked up a guitar all day, so I'm dying to get straight into it. Let's head downstairs and let's get the show on the road, guys. Let's do it. Hey Howell! I've got your comments all up and running today, so all your chats, all your questions, just fire them towards me. I'll be able to answer as many as I possibly can today because I can read them all. Who's that? Oh gosh, we got a lovely warm welcome over on YouTube. Thank you guys. Kiesel are the best guitars in the world on YouTube, so there we go. Well, speaking of that, I do have a couple of Kiesels here today. The first one I have obviously is equipped with the TriplePlay wireless. Let me shift this camera around a bit. We've been tweaking things heavily the last couple of days. Nothing ever stays the same here. There we go. We don't want to get this TriplePlay out of shot now. There we go. So yeah, this is using the TriplePlay wireless. Such a cool system. Really nice. And as usual, my computer is like 3 miles that way. Bit of an exaggeration, but it's quite a distance over there. So I love the fact that we can just have this. The only reason I have the audio cable is so we can play some guitar. What's up, Jim? Over on YouTube. Billy on Facebook. Hi, welcome guys. Tyler, hey everyone, what's happening? McRocklin. I think everybody's good. We're gonna kind of just go over some Fishman TriplePlay stuff today. I've got some really cool sounds, I think, lined up, and let's go through as many questions as we can. Today, the chat feed seems all good, so I'll keep an eye out for those questions coming in. I'm really excited because this week, there's a little heads up. My guitar tech is back and he's working again. So this guitar is going to get some open core classics rather fitted to it. So I'm really excited. The open core, I had the open core classics in white on an Osiris that you might have seen probably about 6 months or so. Such a cool look. I love the white options. But the open core is really cool to get that kind of vintage classic look, but all the benefits of the Fluence. So these is going in this guitar very soon. So I'm excited by that. Might even go with the battery pack as well. So it's going to be pimped out. All right, so let me kill that. We kill the guitar because we'll start off with some MIDI stuff. And what I really dig about this is, for anybody that's brand new, yeah, Fishman open cores are dope. Absolutely, never tried them. They sound great. They really do. It's like the best passive pickup you've ever heard. Really cool stuff. So I'm going to turn the TriplePlay on, and it's going to connect to my computer. And as always, I can show you what's going on in the computer as well. And as far as the computer is concerned, when I turn this on, it's just going to be picking it up as an external MIDI keyboard. So super easy. So we switch on the top, turn them on, and right away we should have a Fender Rhodes sound. Can't go wrong with a Fender Rhodes sound. Super simple, super easy. would be cool if Fishman's also put, oh yeah, some exciting accessories there. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on those comments because you guys have a lot of good ideas. Love my TriplePlay. What sounds patches do you use? Well, I think that's the really cool thing about TriplePlay is you can use all of your favorite instruments. So today I have some Ableton sounds. I've got some third-party synths from guys like Roland. I think I've got Anna 2 on there, and some orchestral sort of sounds. So that's kind of the beauty. It's not really tied into a certain sound. You can just load all your favorite synth sounds that you've kind of known and loved for many, many years, or you might have just picked them up recently, and just connect to TriplePlay, and that is it. You know, you got a Bluetooth dongle which goes in your computer. You turn this guy on, and seconds later, you're in business. I think one thing people should definitely be aware of, and I'm going to be showing you this today as we go through it, is to definitely install the companion app which goes with it. Let me see if I can show you that. There we go. Now you can do a lot of this with the hardware as well, which is really cool. So if you're on a stage or in a live environment, then you can actually do these commands. But there's different modes for the hardware, which is really cool. So for example, right now it's on a trigger mode. Because if you imagine a Fender Rhodes, it's, you know, you're not going to do like legato on a Fender Rhodes, you know, you're going to be like sliding it up. So different trigger modes. So as we play around with different sounds, I probably realize that, hey, this sound would be better with this mode. And that's when we'll jump back to this software and I'll show you exactly what I'm doing. Also to make sure things like tapping and vibrato and bending, all of that cool stuff works as well. So really, really important to be aware of that. Let's have a little catch up on the comments before it gets too out of hand. Okay. Do you have any issues with tracking or latency with the TriplePlay? On YouTube, that question came in. So the latency, I find this does not add any additional latency at all. So for example, my setup, I get around about 4 milliseconds in total. And when I'm playing, it's no additional latency coming from the hardware. It's not like the TriplePlay adds an additional 10 milliseconds or 15 milliseconds. This part of the chain adds no additional latency. It's like real time. So the only latency you'll have is whatever your audio interface reports. And same for guitar inputs, you know, your amp sims and all that stuff. It's exactly the same kind of latency. Let's hear a dobro. Oh, man, I've got some fun sounds for you, Jim, today. So I always liked Rhodes sounds. I mean, come on. I'm a terrible keyboard player. As you guys know, I'm just not a good keyboard player, but put a, you know, really cool just to be able to play a Fender Rhodes. You know, the chords and stuff I could never play. Really fun. Let's try some other sounds though. Oh yes, somebody did ask last time, can we do like a string sort of sound? And I thought it was really interesting. It was a good idea. So I don't have like massive orchestral libraries, but you know, I have a couple of string sounds. I might need to change the mode a little bit, but we'll see. Do you have the foot switch? I don't have the Fishman foot switch, no. Very nice. I don't think there is a specific, there's no giveaway today, Andy. But I will be giving you a high five at the end of this. That's beautiful, Chris. Yeah, it's really, really cool. No, I think we're going to be very, now that I've got the chat, we're very interactive. Hopefully, we have a lot of fun. So that's a string. I think for me, like just playing a string and just having like, you know, those interesting guitar lines, but like played on a string is pretty cool. Really? I mean, I couldn't, you know, do that on a keyboard. That just wouldn't happen. I do have another string sound. It's a little bit darker, I think. This sound is not really set up for vibrato, so even on a keyboard, if we put the mod wheel up, it won't do any vibrato, I don't believe. But I will show you, is it Santiago? My font is like super small, but I think that's your name. That's a pretty fun sound. Oh, well, today was the day I won something. You'll win. Midi Velocity. Okay, yeah. One thing that I do sometimes, I mean, that's a good question as well, talking about Midi Velocity. Because sometimes what I do for certain sounds is I actually put a Midi Velocity plugin in front of the sound. So let me find something that I've done that. Yeah, you see this on the bottom left here? This is velocity, but this is actually MIDI velocity. So it just kind of boosts my input to the synth, depending on what sort of sound we're going for. So we have this on the pad. Turn the pad on. If I turn that off and play with the same velocity, it's pretty similar, but it just kind of helps to, I mean, if I go really crazy and push it up, it's probably already maxed out on the velocity, but basically what it does is it just kind of evens out my notes a little bit. I don't do it on all of the sound, but it's very, very useful to have that MIDI plugin, and most DAWs have that as well. Really cool. I guess you probably could put it on an acoustic guitar. Maybe that might be one for Fishman to see if they can answer that one specifically. The mounting options are super, like, you know, it's just some double-sided sticky tape. And then you mount this little razor underneath the pickup, and it just sort of slots right on there. So I guess you could. I just never tried it, but, you know, I don't see why not anyway. As long as they're steel strings. Good, yeah, good point. Man, I think I like that pad. Does anybody want to suggest a key? Like what key? I'll record a little pad on a loop. F, D, G, A sharp. No A sharp, guys. Avoid A sharp. Jim, I will see if I do have some of those kind of sounds. Now, the type of sounds that I typically use are more synthesizer sounds, and this is my like personal setup. So there's no rules. So if you had something like a general MIDI module or many sound modules that have, you know, default sounds, I might be able to load that type of sound in Contact. I will have a look for you. But this Ableton setup is like the sounds that I use for my band. So a lot of the synths that we have installed are more kind of aimed towards electronic music. Hello from the Ukraine. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us today. I wonder if they'll ever make a TriplePlay for extended range. And high to Russia. B flat. Oh, you guys B flat. Come on. I said no A sharp and you give me B flat. You're trolling me over there. Okay. B minor, D major. Okay, so we got some keys coming in. D major could be good. Well, D major, B minor is the same. Okay, I like that. Let's get a beat on. Let's get something, and I'll pick up my Giesel Delos, and we'll jam some licks over the top of it. Let's see how many takes this is gonna take for me to record a pad that I like. Let's play that loop, shall we? Kick it down. There shouldn't be a link, guys. If there is, apologies about that. It should have been removed on the description. Not sure how that still came over, if that's the case. It's definitely not there for any of the reason that it is a mistake. Okay, let's go with the recording. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna go 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 on that one. I'm gonna go again. I want something a little bit more melodic sounding. There we go. Maybe we start on D major this time. Maybe let's try on the D major. Here we go. Jam over that all night. So I guess, you know, that is kind of like the point for me right there of TriplePlay, that I could just play some chords and get a really nice chord progression. And for me, I've mentioned it so many times already, I'm not a keys player, so nice loop, simple and solid, I'll take it. Lifted Angel up on Twitch, what is up, buddy? I'd like to hear the synth as a harmonic minor. Ooh, Stuart, that could be dark, I like that. Like really kind of dark sounding. Should we switch back to the synth? Yeah, that is correct. Andy? Is it Andre or Andy? It looks like Andre. Sorry, my font is very, very small. If it is there, it shouldn't be there, but I'm not sure why. But if anybody from Fishman is watching, we might be able to update the description and remove that. If not, I don't know why it is there. Apologies. But there is no giveaway today. We actually gave away a couple of days back on some Fishman Fluents, so stay tuned for another giveaway coming soon. But for today, we're just going to be talking TriplePlay, jamming out some tracks, and now apparently we're going to try some harmonic minor on a synth sound. I like the idea of that. So we're going to switch back. This is the Delos, by the way, which has the Fishman battery pack on the back. Really, really cool guitar. HSS 5-way super switch. Very, very, very cool. Like that trem system as well. Yes, do it, says Stuart. I don't need any more encouragement than that. Okay, so let's see what kind of sounds we got here. We got that pad. What else we got? Oh, that's very 80s. Damn, that's very 80s. I must have heard that sound. I was like, hey. JB says I'm giving away the Delos. Oh my gosh. Well, if JB says it, then that's the truth. I don't think I've heard a more 80s sound than this. We might have to come back to that sound. Pretty fun. Alright, so remember the different modes that I was mentioning earlier? So right now it is on trigger mode, but we want to go probably on auto. That's going to give us the option of like doing more things like bending. And also be very, very noteful and mindful. This pitch bend range is set for 12 at the moment, and it's not enough. So what we do is we adjust it to what the synth is expecting, and boom, we've solved the problem. Basically, certain synthesizers, they expect different sort of pitch input, and now on the TriplePlay that I change it to 2, it suddenly gives me we can do all the vibrato, do all the bends and all that. So that's why it's really important to have this software, just so you can flip through it, or you can memorize the hardware, whatever's easier. So we're gonna definitely do that harmonic minor, Stu. Sweet, more McRocklin. yeah, we were streaming yesterday, and now we're streaming again. It's like we're streaming all the time, but it's fun. Okay, harmonic minor in A. Sweet Axe McRocklin, thank you. I wonder if we can do trem. It actually works. That's pretty cool. You know what might be really cool? Let me grab the audio cable from the Delos and let's blend a real guitar sound with a synth sound. I like the sound of that. Now you can actually, if you go a little further with that companion app, you can actually set it so you can see on the hardware, you can flip between guitar, mix, and synth. You can actually do some really cool stuff like that. I'm actually using, and that is right here. So you see at the bottom, you have guitar, mix, and synth. You can flip through those and change volumes, toggle through different sounds, and do quite a lot in the actual hardware of TriplePlay, which is really cool. But you know, it's more visual to use the software. So sick, I need this. McRocklin has given away his licks. That's surprising, it's a good one. Well, if you guys are happy with that, I'm happy with that. What about Fishman Connect with iPad? We can do that for sure. I don't have the that version, the Connect, with me right now. But maybe next time for sure. We're going to be doing like a TriplePlay and Fluent stream every month. So maybe next time we'll dig out the iPad, go with the Connect version. You can see right here behind us is the regular one, and that is the Connect version right there. So it's cool because the Connect version, you can plug straight into your computer, but also you can go straight into an iPad, and like if you're traveling and stuff like that, it's really cool. You might have seen that I did some trailers of videos for that with on Fishman's YouTube channel actually. Really, really cool. A lot of fun. So I got a TriplePlay because of your last demo. You made it sound so amazing. Thanks for taking the time to show us of what it's capable of. Oh wow, that's such a cool comment. Thank you, JB. Appreciate that, man, and hope you enjoy the TriplePlay. Very, very cool. So yeah, let's blend some sounds. Let's blend some sounds. Let's go back to the wireless since we are using the wireless one today. So we got a sound right there. Turn on my guitar. We're gonna still stick with the evil harmonic minor suggestion from Stu. Beat. We need a beat on up here. What key did we play in there? Oh, that D minor. That D minor's got to go. We're not gonna play D minor. We're just gonna play with a beat. Guitar tone. I've been dialing guitar tones recently. I've been on that kind of tone path. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? When you just like tweaking and tweaking and tweaking. It sounds cool. I think you know when you're happy and you turn it on, it's like, okay, that's working. No further tweaks this month. December's gonna be tweak free. And then January will be like, oh, okay, let's start tweaking again. Anyway, let's kill this guitar tone because I have some other tones that I want to show you guys. So, let's go back over and I'll show you. What else do we have? Oh, I'm not sure what this tone is. Oh, that's very like kind of, it's very cheeky. Really blends the guitar synth, yeah, the guitar sound with the synth sounds very well. It's really cool, yeah. So you have 2 tracks in DAW, 1 MIDI and 1 audio. That is correct, yeah, Super Blonde. So basically, think of it like this. And that's a good question because if you're hearing guitar tones like on top of synths, basically the audio cable is just going to my DAW in the normal way. straight into input number 1 in this case. And then the TriplePlay is just added onto a virtual instrument inside of Ableton, and it doesn't actually need another input on the audio interface because it's done wirelessly. So if you had an interface that you wanted to record your mic, you had 2 inputs, a mic and a guitar, then the TriplePlay could be the 3rd input, no problem. So yeah, and there we go. We got some info coming in from Fishman Direct. Very cool. So back to the cheeky sound. All right, who guesses this first is going to get some kind of, I don't know, mega shout out, a lick dedicated to you. Oh no, I got one note wrong. You guys can still guess it, I'm pretty sure. Inspector Gadget. Oh, he was, dude, Mike was fast. Mike was fast. Sigler, you were like in a close second. Mike, you were on it. So Mike, I'm gonna dedicate a little soft string quartet section to you. I have no idea how this is gonna sound. Maybe I'll blend 2 sounds together. Let's do 2 sounds together. What we're gonna have? String. Okay, string and a pad. And Mike, this is gonna be in the saddest of all keys, I'm afraid. Who knows what the saddest of all keys is? You guys know what the saddest of all keys is, right? Who knows what the saddest of all keys is? Mike's going to be crying his eyes out in just a few minutes. We're going to have to... D minor, that's right, Jason, you got it. Mike's got it as well. Mike is fast on the draw today. Sigler, I can't... That looks like a some kind of... I don't know. It's very interesting though. His name was Mike. We've got a very grumpy cat on YouTube. Lane, he doesn't like the talking. He doesn't like the back and forwards. Rain, I hope that D minor sadness just put a little love into your heart, Lane. Don't be grumpy. We like to chill and have a chat. It's all good. Yeah, so 2 sounds. I've actually never tried that, but it makes total sense that you could just highlight, I guess, as many sounds as you liked. So we could probably just keep going and putting more and more sounds, put a road onto that as well. Yes, don't be grumpy. Be happy. We're all just having fun. Sob. So that's 3 sounds. Pretty cool. Well, there you go. So 3 sounds at once seems to work. Okay, what's going down here? Neck split. Next split? Next split? I mean, like, you're talking about the pickups? Because actually I'm not even using any audio right now. All the sounds are coming wirelessly. That sounds great for horror movie. Ooh. Diminished. Yeah. I wish you never said the horror movie. Now I'm just thinking like everything augmented, diminished. Great system. Great system. Sounds great. Thanks, Peter, over on Facebook. Next split in TriplePlay soft. Oh, okay. Oh, got you. Right, I didn't quite get you at first. Yes, you can actually do... Now, this is something that I haven't experimented with. In the software, maybe this is something I'll look at for next time. If we wanted to, we could actually have a different MIDI sound on each string. So you can see here we have show splits. Now, I just left it straight up MIDI controller, a keyboard, and that is like that's more than enough for me. I'm happy with that. But you can actually say, okay, E, A, D string, you're going to be contact and you're going to do all the bass. G, B, E string, you're going to be whatever sound on MIDI channel 2. So that's pretty cool. But like, where do you draw the... I mean, that's great that you have that flexibility, but where do you draw the line? I mean, I'd be like coming up with crazy sounds for days. I'd probably have like a timpani or something going along the lower string and then some brass sounds and some crazy stuff. No, don't walk down a dark alley. Not when I'm playing augmented stuff, yeah. Dog bark on low E. I like that one, yes. All the low E's is just dog barks. That'd be funny. Yeah, but really, really cool. Let me check. I'm sure I have some more sounds. In my... Oh, who's going crazy? Something's going crazy. Something's going crazy, but something always is going crazy around here. All right, so yes, it was Inspector Gadget before. Haven't heard that track in so many years. Actually, you know what? This sound, even though it's a bit cheeky and it's a bit, you know, cheesy sounding, I'd say. I don't know if you missed it, or if I missed it, but the whammy bar, it works with the whammy bar. I'll load that sound up and again, I'll show you that. It's not a silly question or anything. It's a good clap on a string, always. Wow, so could you have a bass guitar on the low strings and drums on the high strings? Yes, you could. Now, I probably wouldn't be able to do that so good. Like playing a drum, like kick, like, and then thinking bass. I mean, some people could do it. I mean, I couldn't do that very well. Yes, handy for scoring movies. Also handy for writing tabs, I found out. If you want to put note input as MIDI and just record all of the MIDI notes, you could score your padding. But the reason I wanted to stick on this sound is to show you how quick the tracking is. You see, it's like rapid. Jason Jordan, hey! So I'm really doing short, stabby notes. Let's sweep. Oh, that's quick. that's rapid, right? And bear in mind, that's like wirelessly going across the room. Sounds very Jordan Rudess, yeah. Perhaps. That's the secret. He does everything on the TriplePlay. So, I've loaded up another synth bass sound, and every time I look to the right, by the way, I'm just reading your comments, so it's not like I'm just looking away from you guys. I'm trying to catch up with what's going down. But remember the different modes I was talking about earlier. So now I've loaded this synth sound, and I don't think this mode is probably the best, so I'm going to try the step mode. So if I wanted to have bends and like the vibrato and the bends, then the auto mode is great for that. Auto and smooth. But I find the auto mode works really well. So that's that little guy right there. And that will allow us to do vibrato with the trem. Now you see when I did that? It's kind of like pretty cool. Would it work with the Abasi pickups? Absolutely. 6-string, but yeah, I use in most of my headless guitars the Fluence Abasis, and it wouldn't make any difference because it's not really interacting directly with the pickups. It's just done wirelessly over MIDI. So as far as your computer's concerned, it's just receiving a MIDI input. It could be a keyboard, it could be anything. It doesn't kind of know it's guitar specific so much. So that's why it's really important that we have that Fishman app as well, or learn the hardware shortcuts so you can kind of play with like what delivery of MIDI you want. Chili Mosh, my guy, what is up? Mr. Art, my name is Roland. That's a good name to have if you like your synth stuff. So yeah. This is the coolest takeover yet. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. And it's great to hang with you guys and have all the comments coming in real time so we can keep right on top of those. Really cool. Cup of tea and some McRocklin. Oh, man. Sorry I'm late to the party. Chili, it's good. I might have to have my tea very soon as well. Let's go back to some of these sounds I was playing around with earlier. What did I have? Like a lead sound was cool. That was cool. Solid choice. You see that? I went for a tap. I was a note out on that one, but that's pretty cool to jam. What I like about that is we can really hang on to notes. Put the vibrato on. So for me, that works really well because we can use the same kind of expression that we use on the electric guitars, you know. I really dig that jazz note. I'm going with that, Sigler. I'm gonna take it, and we're gonna call it the jazz note. Flutter. I don't think flutter's gonna work. Does it? Does that work? Let's go on a sound that doesn't have as much reverb. It's kind of, yeah, I don't know about that one. Try a Fender Rhodes sound. Cool. I was getting carried away. I was just going to start sweeping and go nuts with the Fender Rhodes. JB, I like the talking. I like the talking too. Just joining in. Okay. Hey all. So this turns your guitar into a MIDI controller. Absolutely right. Basically, connect this guy to your guitar. Super simple. Just goes around the strap locks. The strap buttons, ding 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 ding, right there. Get some little risers that you can just kind of stick this MIDI pickup right on, and then you plug the other end in your computer, and bada bing, you're in business. So I don't know if it's Bluetooth. I don't think it's Bluetooth. It's some kind of wireless, but it just USB connects into your computer and across the room. It's tracking great. Totally wireless. Very, very cool. You should really post these on YouTube. These are on YouTube. We are streaming direct to YouTube as well right now. So yeah, if you're watching on Twitch or Facebook, this is also firing out on YouTube. I would like to see the demo used for input notes into MIDI step C. Oh, okay. Super blonde. It's probably something you could do quite easily. Mini Moog. Oh, I don't know if I have a Midi Moog. Do I have a Moog? I probably have, like a Moog would be good. I actually tried it with the iPad version of the Moog, but I don't know if I have like a Moog specific sound. Do you have like some really cool bass sounds? Moog brings up nothing, JB. But it does work really well with synth sounds. I love that it's polyphonic too. Yeah. For me, I mean, I'll be honest with you, chords is its biggest like use case, you know, for me, like when I'm doing backing tracks and stuff like that for School of McRocklin, I just want some pads and stuff. Just being able to get my chords, you know, from the head into the DAW without like sitting there and kind of like saying, okay, I'm a guitarist, so right, we got 5th fret, 7th fret, 7th fret, trying to like transcribe my chords on a keyboard, you know. It's just so much quicker to grab the TriplePlay, ping a couple of chords, and the MIDI is very tidy when you actually track it into your computer. There's not like 1,000 ghost notes and stuff. It's quite intelligent in that sense, where a lot of the time where you're lifting your hands and stuff, it kind of knows that, hey, it's probably not meant to fire out 60 notes at that point. Works really well. Is this a new version of the TriplePlay? No, there's only one version of the TriplePlay wireless, but if you haven't revisited in a while, it's probably worth updating the firmware to the latest version. I know we did that probably a couple of months back with the Fishman guys, and whatever that firmware update did, it really did make a difference in the hardware. So really cool that they kind of keep updating the actual hardware in that way. So just a TriplePlay wireless. If you have this one already, just check out for the firmware updates, and you should be on the same deal as what I'm rocking over here. You do actually get some really cool sounds via SynthMaster included. So tonight I've been trying various different synths, you know, from Ableton to Native Instruments to ones included in the Slate bundle, and various stuff that I kind of just pulled together a little while back. But if you don't have all that stuff, you do get SynthMaster included with TriplePlay now, which is really, really awesome, because then you get all of the sort of dance synth sounds, lead sounds, bass sounds, those really nice pads and stuff as well. So it's a great starting point. Cool. Well, guys, it's a lot to kind of dig into, but I've certainly had a lot of fun today. I've totally caught up on the chat, so if you have any questions, fire them into the chat now. We are real time, on the money, we've caught right up. I want to try it with Omnisphere. Yes, I'm going to try it with Omnisphere. That is a great shout. Tim has a library of Omnisphere, and I don't think we could download it because it was something like 300 gig. So we both have the software installed, but I don't have the library anymore. So I'm going to try it with Omnisphere as well. It's got some great stuff in there. Fishman really looked out getting you. You're amazing at it. Oh man, I'm gonna get all hot and shy now. Such kind comments. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm for sure. I'm gonna make a note. Omnisphere, you know, and I'm serious when I'm saying I'm gonna take a note. I've got a notepad right here. I'm ready for notes. Have you used the TriplePlay iPad app? I have, actually, and it works very well. I use the Connect version of TriplePlay, And maybe next time we'll bring that out as well, because the very first TriplePlay stream that we did, it was a bit overwhelming because we did like a huge session. It went from this to the actual iPad version. But maybe next time we'll maybe focus a bit on both and show you that as well. It's really, really cool. They know how to get the best guy for the job. Somebody's got to be sending this this lovely character a couple of dollars on the side with these good comments. PayPal's transfers. Somebody's making some money tonight. I'm kidding. No, I definitely appreciate that. Thank you very much. This would take alchemy and logic to another level for me. Now I want one. Lol. Alchemy is very cool sounding as well. Actually, yeah, you're right. If you're a guitar player, like just getting your ideas out of your system in this way, it's really cool. It's probably in my top 5 of must-have studio tools. Really, really cool. Really cool. Any further comments that I can do my best at answering for you guys? I was digging that. That's just so good at tracking. Slides and sweeps. Oh, lifted. You too kind. McRock the best. Thank you. Now that might not even be on the right mode, the best mode. I think with road sounds, yeah, it's still on auto. I think with road sounds, we gotta really approach it in that more step. You know, that's how you. Would it be step or trigger? It gives those MIDI notes on the guitar, virtual guitar. Let's play some jazz. Let's just go all out on a jazz before we end up today. And just look at those blue notes and we'll see where my fingers are going on the fretboard. We'll play all over the place. I've got to stop. Great demo, learned even more about the abilities. Very cool. That's awesome. Yeah, that is awesome. Glad that you guys got something really cool out of it. Definitely has more of a hammer effect now. Yeah, that's right. So that mode really did make that the re-trigger sort of thing work well. Yeah, I need to get the jazz bar on it for sure. What is the MIDI pickup? What is the MIDI pickup that accurate? It seems so. It's very, very good. Like compared to systems that I've tried previously, it's like infinitely better. It's consistently usable. So it's like, I mean, I don't know if you can improve on it, to be honest. You know, it's very, very good. And you know, if I didn't feel confident in it, I certainly wouldn't be sitting here trying to play jazz licks with it, and playing million mile an hour and sweeping and doing all the crazy stuff, you know. So obviously it is a system that is open to interpretation. So if you make some mistakes yourself or fluff a note, it's going to be open to interpretation. But if you play clean and you know, reasonably well, and you're on, you know. And when I say reasonably well, you can play chords. You don't need to, you know, go mad. It's a very, very useful tool. Very, very useful. All right. Leave it to Fishman. Their products blow me away. Yeah, Fishman guys, very, very cool guys, make some awesome products. I'm glad to hear that. I've always wanted a roll-in for writing songs on guitar and recording and MIDI that then. That would be amazing for me. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, it's fantastic. So guys, thank you very much for hanging out with me today. I had a laugh, I had some fun, I got to shred a little bit and to play around with some really cool sounds. Really good. So tell Santa to put one in my stock. That is funny. That's very funny. Yeah, we'd all like a TriplePlay for Christmas. So guys, thanks as always, and if you're watching this over on Facebook or on my Twitch, don't forget, take a moment to head over to Fishman's YouTube channel, hit the subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and we'll be doing more of this stuff very, very soon. And I'll see you over on my channels also pretty soon. So guys, stay safe out there, and I will catch you very, very, very soon. All right. Take it easy, everybody. Bye. Catch you next time too, guys. All right. Stay safe. Bye.